someone else.
In this week's Forever Home, guess what? We are meeting Dabo today. I'm so excited. Libby from All Breed Rescue is here to tell us all about him. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
He's so vocal this morning.
Oh yeah, he's barking all over the place.
He wants to find a home. Hi, handsome.
So Dabo is a 3.5 boxer mix. Hey, I'm trying to talk,
Told
mister.
you. Uh-oh.
So he's, dude.
Ooh, you tell him. Find me a home.
He's like, come on guys, get me off this stage. So he's 3.5. He is a boxer mix.
Yeah.
So he's just pretty tall and has that, he doesn't have an underbite like most boxers, but he's got the color.
He's big.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's like 68 pounds.
Oh my God.
So pretty big, yeah.
What do you want to say?
He's also from South Carolina,
Okay.
where we get most of our dogs from the rescue down there. He's been with us since the end of March of this year. So it's been longer than like any of us thought it would be.
He's so sweet.
I know, he's awesome. He loves fetch, he loves tug of war.
Yeah.
Buddy, you gotta be quiet. We didn't put a microphone on you.
Everyone can hear him. I love it.
He loves tug of war, he loves fetch, he loves squeaky toys.
Okay.
But mostly his favorite thing is just people. He just wants to greet everyone. He goes on so many walks with so many volunteers. Right?
Oh,
he's like, where are my volunteers?
I want to go for a walk right now.
And he goes to a lot of our events that we attend as a rescue. So he's kind of our go-to dog for just people. He loves people. He also loves other dogs, which is great.
Oh, good. Okay.
He has a couple girlfriends at the rescue that he hangs out with.
Boy,
he can be a little selective with male dogs, especially if they're more dominant.
Okay.
But for the most part, he's really fabulous with just all female dogs.
Awesome.
So I definitely think he would benefit from going to a home with another dog.
Okay.
And we would obviously do like a short introduction at the rescue before then.
Okay.
Just to get them kind of used to each other.
Cats or kids?
So kids, he would definitely have to go to a home with older kids for sure. Just because he is really jumpy. He wasn't jumpy when he first met you. He was kind of jumpy.
Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah, I know you do. But when he goes in meet and greets, he kind of gets, all his energy comes out, and he's just always like wants to show his full self.
Sure.
Which can kind of pull people away just because they think he's always going to be like that. But he is a couch potato. Yeah. So he's able to calm himself down, which is awesome. But yeah, I think older kids would be best, just because he is also really big. I don't think he knows how big he is. He's just a big baby and just a gentle giant.
Are you a big baby? Oh, it's okay. We love it.
And then with cats, I think he definitely should. I mean, there's always a potential that he could do well with a cat.
Sure.
But we would say that probably not.
Okay.
But you never know. Willow is in a home right now with another cat.
So you just never know. You just have to
never really know.
expose them to each other first.
You definitely have to just explore.
Yeah.
I mean, with being a boxer, it's hard to explain if he would be bad or good with cats, because there are exceptions, like Willow, who is Nikita and is good with cats now.
Right.
So it's kind of like up in the air about whether he would be good with cats. I think he might want to chase them a little, but you never really know.
Yeah.
So I think cats are definitely a mystery that we can't really solve yet until he goes into a home.
Now, does he have any special needs an adopter should know about?
He doesn't have any right now, and he's never really had any issues since being at the rescue. I think people just should be aware of how big he is. That's really his big thing.
He's a gentle giant.
He is a gentle
That's what we're calling
giant.
this gentle
Right.
face. Oh, did you fall off the stage? It's okay. It's okay. So what is your message to somebody who would be interested? How would you sell him?
I
Other than
would
doing it
definitely encourage someone that likes to hike, someone that really likes to be adventurous, because he could definitely use that. He is 3.5, so he still has some room for adventures, and he loves going on hikes. He loves events, he loves people, so I think the people part is definitely his biggest sell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a people person.
And he's just great with other dogs, which is why we don't really get why he's still there at the rescue.
I know, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't.
That's going to change today.
I know,
because
he's
we're going to
excited.
find your own.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that. All right, if you love him like we do, you can find Dabo at All Breed Rescue. Thank you, Libby, so much.
Thank you. He's got something to say.
You.